Hi, I'm Cheryl Medeiros.
And I'm Colleen Hungerford, and this is the InspireHER Collective podcast and community for the whole woman, mind, body, soul, and business.
It's humor infused, as real as it gets, inspiring, and you'll walk away with real, usable tools for life and business.
If you love what you're hearing, please share with a friend, subscribe so you never miss an episode, and rate and review wherever you listen.
And if you find yourself wanting more inspiration and authenticity, visit our website to learn how to join our nationwide community. Let's dig in.
Okay, and then there's a podcast I want to talk about, an episode. So I'm an armchair for anybody who doesn't know what that is. Dax Shepard and Monica Padman have had a podcast for like 8 or 9 years. I've been listening since episode 1. I don't think I have missed a single episode. I'm a diehard, and they put out like 5 hours of content a week. And so it's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot of content, but it's very good. So Mondays they have celebrities on and they talk to them, and they do like an hour-ish of like content with the guest, and then they do a fact check, which they just kind of bullshit, kind of like we're doing now. And then they go through like any facts that Dax likes to spout out, much like my friend Colleen, like random statistics. Like 75% of podcasts you listen to are about Cheryl Medeiros. And so then during the fact check, they would be like, actually 3% of podcasts are about Cheryl. And so I'm obsessed with it. So anyways, then Wednesdays they have experts on a topic. And this most recent one that I became obsessed with, Rachel Zoffness, and she came on and talked about pain. So she's a psychologist and a pain scientist, and she wrote a book, which I'm also not obsessed with yet, but I'm really excited to read. It's called Tell Me Where It Hurts, The New Science of Pain and How to Heal. So this was so fascinating and so funny because I listened to it twice on my way back, like to and from Stanford when we had an appointment recently. I couldn't get enough of it. I sent it to everybody I knew. Then I go to lunch the following week or a couple days later with a girlfriend of mine, and she's like, "Oh my God, I just started reading this book." Didn't even give me a fucking ounce of like what it was about. And I was like, "Was it the Tell Me Where It Hurts, the book?" And she was like, "Oh my God, how did you know?" I'm like, I just knew that. I just knew. It was so good. So it talks about how pain is bio, psycho, and social. And so your brain uses all available information to tell you should be in pain, because pain is the body's warning system. And so she tells this story, 2 different contractors, 2 different incidents. One, a contractor like falls off 7 feet, lands on a nail in his foot. Nail goes through his boot. He is in excruciating pain. They go to the emergency room. They throw every drug at him, and he's like just it's obscene. They take his boot off. The nail went between his toes, didn't go through his foot, and his brain took all available information, told him he should be in excruciating pain, and he felt it, and he was. Okay, another contractor shoots, like a nail gun goes off.
I feel like maybe that guy
was just pain seeking or drug seeking. I don't know. I don't know.
But also like his brain was not working to the best of his ability, because there are actually neuroreceptors in your foot to tell you that there's a nail in there,
Okay.
right? Like,
listen to
that's
this
wild.
one.
Continue.
Contractors working with a nail gun. Gun misfires, goes off. 6-inch nail ends up in the wall across. And he had like hit his chin when he did it. Like it back shot and he hit his chin.
Okay.
A week goes by and he's like, "You got a toothache." He's like, "I don't know. There must just be something going on with my tooth." He goes and gets x-rays. He's got a nail stuck in his face. And he didn't know because he saw the nail across the room. And so he just thought, yes, neuroreceptors. He just thought he had like a toothache or something going on. He had a fucking nail in his face that he had no idea about. Okay.
Oh my God. He made up some story about
like
why
he just had a
toothache.
He just had a toothache.
Right?
The nail went in the wall over there. It didn't go in my face. The nail went in the wall over there. He hadn't. Just wild. Your body takes all available information and tells you if you should be in pain or not. Okay, so then the biopsychosocial. So if you are a person struggling with chronic pain, which my dad has been for years, I have been for a number of years. I'm doing well right now. Emmy has pediatric arthritis. Like And so like this is kind
Yeah.
of something just in my zeitgeist. So she says like there's you don't only cure pain with like like medication, for instance. Like that's not and the pain medicine doesn't even cure the pain. It just numbs your brain. So what she says is you need to address
Numbs
it in
it.
these
Yeah.
three places: bio, psycho, and social. So bio, like, are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating well? Are you doing all possible things to fuel your body and give your body what it needs? Psycho, like
Right.
what information is your brain telling you? Is your brain telling you you're in pain? Like what available information is there that you're believing? And then social as well. Oh, and then like also the psycho is like emotional pain and damage and those types of things in the social. So this all brought me to think about when I was first diagnosed with kidney disease and I had the termination and I was so depressed about
Mm.
the baby and then also depressed about like this chronic illness I was just diagnosed with and like not knowing what was going on. And I ended up being in chronic pain for like 10 years following that diagnosis. And especially that first
Yeah.
year, 2 years after, it was terrible. And when I started to think about the psycho and the social side of that, like I was depressed and I wasn't dealing with that. And then socially, I
Sure.
became a person that was like, I was homebound and like I didn't have any social life. And like,
Mm.
so if I couldn't address the psycho and the social, and though my body maybe had biological reasons to be in pain, like you have to address all three of these things. I just thought it was so fascinating, this and the way the woman explains it. So she's got an episode on Armchair Expert and her name is Rachel Zoffness, and then she has a book called Tell Me Where It Hurts, and it's just fucking fascinating and I highly recommend it. So there's my podcast recommendation, and then go read the book.
Okay. That's
So
very
interesting.
interesting.
So
Go
interesting.
read the book. It made me think of a couple things because it made me think about, you remember like in old time, like they would say like you need to go, like if you're ill, you need to like
Yeah.
go to the sea and like go sit out by the sea and stuff like that. Like not the same thing, but there's
Right.
something to that, right?
You need
Like
to
you
go
need to go
outside and have
outside and
sunlight.
like get some
Yes.
fresh air and like feed sunlight and people and air and whatever. Anyway, so go sit by the sea. I have just seen snippets of this podcast, but it's something that I'm very interested in. If we're giving podcast recommendations, I didn't know we were
Yeah.
doing that, but I like it. But there is a podcast called The Art of the
Okay.
Brand, and they talk all about branding and marketing, which you know I love. But so much cool information there as a business owner. Even if you just go to their like Instagram and watch their clips, that's something that I highly recommend now, especially if you're a business owner, especially if you're a founder. Like, go and check that out. Like, they were talking about how Gen Z and Gen Alpha now find like, you know, in person, like, if you're following anything about like marketing and business right now, you'll know that like analog is coming back, right? AI is resurging and everything analog is coming back, and people want in-person experiences. They want like flip phones are coming back. Like there's this new phone for kids that's literally just like a
Yeah, we
house
have one, the
phone,
tin
right?
can. It's great. Yeah, I love
You
it.
have that. Yeah, the tin can. It's
Yeah.
literally a house phone, but like on your wireless network. Anyway, and they were talking about how Gen Z and Gen Alpha will help the resurgence of malls because going to shop in person is like a novelty to them and they think it's
Ah,
fun and interesting because all they've ever done is shop online. Whereas like a millennial is like, nah, man, I don't, I don't need to
just
do
bring it to
that.
my
Like
house.
I would only go if there was, yeah, if there was some kind of rotating experience that was there, right? Something new, something different that I wanted to come and check out. But like just interesting things to like, even just as a person to understand and to learn. So that's the one, art of the art of or
Okay,
the
well, I
art of
just
the
followed them on
brand.
Instagram, so
So
they're gonna have a
it's
big surge of new
yeah,
followers from the
it's
Inspire Her
cool.
Collective.
Are they better?
I love it.
It's great.
Okay, what was next? What was my next pop culture thing I wanted to talk about? I had another one.
You want, can I now
Yeah,
talk
talk
about
about
my
your TikTok
TikTok
finds. Let's go.
finds?
Hmm.
Okay, so I obviously get targeted quite a bit on Instagram and TikTok, and I have purchased some of those things. So my newest things that I'm really interested in and really into is as I age, I have like loose neck skin or potential loose neck skin. So these are like the sheet face masks, but for your
Oh,
neck. And they like come up and they come over your ears and they like pull your neck skin up. So these are called Camila Deep Collagen V Lifting Gel Mask. They're Korean face
okay.
masks. So this is something that I got totally sucked into, and everybody should try it because it does actually initially give you a little
Okay.
like around
Okay.
around your jaw. Okay. So they say you can just wear them 20 to
Okay.
30 minutes or you can sleep in it,
Okay.
whatever you want to do. Do you? Okay. So then I also for Mother's Day bought myself this, which is called Quer, Qure, Quer,
Qure. Okay.
Quer,
Cree.
Quer,
Okay.
Quer, Quer,
Somebody tell us how to say this. Send us a
Crew.
voice
We don't
memo.
know.
Okay.
Somebody said it. And it's basically like at home
Oh,
microneedling. So I know. Okay, so you get these like little vials. You guys should all watch this on YouTube because I'm going to do a little demo. Not actually, but I'll just show you stuff. So you get these little vials of like serum, and then you get this little top which has like 24 karat gold
okay.
needles in it, basically. So you put this on, and then you like stamp your
Wow.
skin, and it's for like
You
I
are
know.
glowing.
And so I've been watching. Doesn't my skin look good today? I
Yeah.
did it last night. And so you're supposed to do it every 2 weeks. And I have makeup on, but very little makeup on right now. And so I got the combo that's like for wrinkles and
Okay.
dark spot because I am getting some like sunspots. Anyway, I will report back on how these things do. But if we're talking pop culture, like the at-home beauty culture right now is really intense and also so targeted towards like women our age, right? Like there's a lot of beauty that's targeted towards younger girls, but I think there is like a bigger market right now than ever before for like
I
these
think
millennials.
we're the big buyers.
Millennials.
We're the decision makers. We have the
Yeah,
money.
we've got the money.
We have the problems.
Well, and they also say that millennials look younger than any other generation at our age. But I think it's also because we're doing all
Oh,
this
I'm sure.
shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, right? Like there's a trend going on right now that's like, why do millennials look so young? And it's because we looked so old when we were teenagers. Have you
No.
seen this? God, oh my God. It's so funny. So then it shows all these pictures of us in our like business casual in college and in high school, or like in the 80s when our parents used to dress us like adults and like
Oh
big
my
shoulder
God, the
pads and
shoulder
suits and like,
pads.
my God. Okay, you have to look for that trend. It's so funny right now.
That
I'm
is funny.
dying. I wish I had like, see if I can find a picture of like, but it's legit. Like my friend Allie sent me one, and it was like her and her mom in like a matching outfit for their like for dad's Christmas present, and she's like 8, and she looks like
That's
she's
really funny.
40, like poofed hair out and stuff like that. So that's something I've also started in this. Interesting, you talking about like why I asked you about going to the doctor and getting in and why it's so far apart is I, in partnership with Indie Maven, have a membership to a concierge medical group now. So it's all cash pay
Hmm.
medicine. So it's a family practitioner office, and it's 3 nurse practitioners, and they do like general like family practice. So like you and all your kids could come. And it's expensive, right? Like it's not cheap, but you pay for a membership and then you have access to your doctor more, or your physician or your practitioner more readily.
And you're not jumping
And
through the insurance
they
hoops.
this particular you're not jumping through the insurance hoop. So actually Brandy is going to be on our show coming up soon. She's the owner and she's a nurse practitioner. And what's cool about what I like about this particular practice is they are a traditional medicine and functional medicine practice. So they combine both. So when I went and met with my practitioner, we were talking a lot about like, perimenopause and stress. And, like while I might be in perimenopause, what we're looking into right now is just like my cortisol levels and like my stress responses. And immediately my nurse practitioner put me on two supplements, both adaptogens. And do you take any
You'll have to explain what
adaptogens?
that is. So probably not.
Let me look up what the technical definition is of adaptogen so that I'm not giving
Also, reminder, we're
fake
not doctors.
stats
Consult your
here.
physician. Don't just do what we say.
Okay, don't do what I say, but like also listen, it's good advice. Okay, definition of adaptogen. So it's a natural plant substance and also mushrooms, but not like
Why
those kind of
not?
mushrooms
Those are really
that
trendy
help.
right now.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, those it's that help your body manage stress,
Okay,
anxiety,
what
and
are they called?
fatigue.
What is this called
So
that you're taking? Oh,
like
yeah. Okay.
ashwagandha. So like there's ashwagandha, you've heard of that before, Asian ginseng, holy basil, there's a whole bunch of them. And reishi. So what I'm taking right now, I don't know, it's called Catacola Calm. It's an adaptogen and an adrenal tonic in it. So I take
Mm-hmm.
this at night, and oh my God, I have never slept so well in my
Mm.
life. And I don't take any sort of like melatonin or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. So this has, my God, I need glasses. Interesting enough, it has like B vitamins in it, but I sleep fine with it. But it has magnesium in it. It's got some B vitamins in it. It's got lemon balm extract, passion flower extract, valerian extract, ashwagandha, some other shit. But I started taking that plus a digestive enzyme at night. And then during the day, she has me taking a daytime adaptogen for stress. And that one is called New Adapt. Anyway, it's making a big difference. And there's been like since I've been taking them consistently, there was one night where I didn't take it and I slept like shit and I woke up and I felt like shit
Mm-hmm.
the whole day. And I am not a vitamin person. Like I'm really like I never could take birth control because I would always forget it and then I would end up having to like double up and then I was really fucking my shit up. So, but this is the thing that I'm actually seeing results with. So I want to take it consistently. And so I am a big fan. There's all kinds of places you can get adaptogens, but obviously talk to your practitioner. But that I think has been really, really helpful for me in the
Okay, well,
last
there's
month.
another medical trend I want to talk about. Okay, this was brought up
Okay.
to me in my pandas groups, like the pandas moms groups. The idea of taking an
Mm,
H1 and an
mm.
H2 inhibitor. So what that is an they're antihistamines, two different types of antihistamines. One is like a Zyrtec, and the other is like a Pepcid.
Yes,
And then I started seeing they're recommending
I
this
do
for
this.
perimenopausal women in like if you're having severe PMS.
Inflammation. Okay, so I do this for my random
Okay.
hives. Remember how we would get the hives
Mm-hmm.
all the time? My best friend Shelby, who's a physician's assistant, she was like, if you start to get the hives, you have to take the
H1 and
two.
H2
That's what
inhibitors.
helps. And it helps correct. It's the histamine response. And also, there is a histamine response that reacts in perimenopause with the change in your
Yes.
hormones. And also, why they're seeing women who are on GLP-1s also are getting an anti-inflammatory like histamine protector with the
Mm-hmm.
GLP-1s, which is also
Yes.
interesting.
So
Go on. I hijacked you.
I'm trying this protocol for one of my daughters, and I'm like, I'm gonna maybe jump on that for myself too. And
Yeah, I mean, I do it.
she's been on it for a week, and the first evening, so she flared. She's been flaring like we've got our first aggressive flare since last June, and it's been
Mm,
very difficult. But so I started her on this. We went to the
mm.
doctor because I'm like, this has been 2 weeks. Like something's bothering her immune system. Time to try antibiotics. Got her on antibiotics. Cleared this with her doctor to start trying this. She already was on Zyrtec because she's having like allergies really bad. And so she's like, yeah, I see no harm. Go ahead and do it. And that first evening I was like, oh, is this already, am I already seeing a difference? And then it was when it was time to turn off the TV, she threw the remote across the room and I was like, no. We're not there
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Not
And then I
yet.
was reading that it
Not,
says
not
like two to
yet.
4 weeks
Not yet.
before you see a difference. But I'm like, this is so fascinating. And I had just like that week saw Dr. Marie Claire or somebody was doing an Instagram live about it. Fascinating.
I have been now for almost 2 years. I don't travel without both of them because I have those like weird spontaneous hives that we're still trying to figure out what's going on with that, stress and or allergy related. And if I start to feel them coming on, like I can start to like I can start to actually feel when I start to get the hives, and I take it, it handles it. Like it'll cut it off
I'm
before it
having
explodes.
another poison oak outbreak because this is my lifestyle. I wonder if it would help with that. I'm jumping in. I'm jumping in 2 feet.
Absolutely.
But you guys consult a medical
Absolutely. I think,
practitioner.
well,
Don't just
and
do what
you
I
know
do.
what? Consult a medical practitioner. Don't do what we do, but also it helps really bad. And you know what I think might have jump started my weird histamine? I've always had a really high histamine response to things. Like when I would get bug bites, I would blow up massively. So I've always kind of had a history of like high histamine response. But I think this hives thing started when I got poison oak when I first moved here, and then I got, it was so bad I got put on prednisone, and then subsequently I had like multiple situations where and then I got pink eye. Remember when I got pink eye really really bad? You remember this? Like, Jack gave it to me, and
Oh
I
yeah.
like my whole face exploded. I had to go to the emergency room, and they put me on prednisone again. I think there is some correlation between the amount of rounds of prednisone I had to have close together and like my body's ability to like, I don't know, something, and my autoimmune system.
Dude,
And
I took prednisone for
we're
six
not
months
doctors, all
and
of these
I
things.
subsequently ended up diagnosed with multiple autoimmune diseases following that. I think that it
I think it fucks your
triggered
shit up.
like this cascade effect of my health. Mm-hmm.
Correct. And by the way, I loved being on prednisone. I know it was really hard for you and it's hard for most people. I was the first time where I was like, oh, I understand why people do drugs. Like when I was on prednisone, I was like
A lot
so
of people do feel that because it
like
gives you like a energy rush.
high
And yeah,
energy
I
rush.
don't think
Yeah.
I had a problem being on like a sustained level. First of all, I was on an obscene amount of prednisone. It was not like what you get when you get poison oak.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
on like an obscene level, but also
Yeah.
it's the taper that's hard because basically what the steroid does is it
Yeah.
steps in and takes over your adrenal system for you and produces all of your adrenal everything your adrenal would do. And then when you, and don't
Mhm.
quote me on this, you guys, there's, but something to the effect of this. So you have to taper because then your body has to turn back on and start creating
Yeah. You have
that
to taper off.
adrenals that the prednisone replaced itself. And so the taper can be really hard because as you come down, if your body's not catching up to how much you are taking, it's
Yeah.
really uncomfortable with many, many side effects.
Wonder if like the prednisone felt so good because my
Yeah,
adrenals were like actually functioning at a
potentially.
normal
Yeah.
level. Anyway, so I do take that like I literally do not go anywhere without the H1
Mm-hmm.
H2 Zyrtec Prilosec is I think it is Zyrtec
Zyrtec
and
and Pepsid.
Prilosec is Pepsid.
Yeah.
I always keep Prilosec Pepsid. I have them in my house and when I travel in my carry-on, and I never was a person who like took
Mm-hmm.
medications, but I like it's so bad. So that is actually
Mm-hmm.
really interesting. Okay, I
Okay.
have to go.
Thanks. Thanks for being here.
tell me, tell me.
I mean, I have like 17 more things.
I have to pick up my children.
No,
Do
it's
another
fine.
one.
Nothing's really like
What
going to change
do you
anybody's
want to?
life.
Okay,
I'm really tired of Instagram hooks.
really?
I'm really tired of the need to have a hook
Oh,
on
okay.
everything. But, you know, it's a trend I'm not here
Yeah,
for.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. It is like jarring. That's the other thing. Oh my God, I saw this one lady that that lady, the realtor out of Arizona,
Do we want to say her
who's
name?
got the
Or
really
is
long
this a
hair,
good
and
thing or a
she's got
bad
the
thing? Whitney St. Clair?
oh, I don't know. She just said like no, no, no.
Oh.
She's not somebody we know. She's a, unless you know her, you know who I'm talking about. I love Whitney St. Clair, by the way. She has a big team. I think she's a real agent. It doesn't matter. Shannon something. Anyway, neither here nor there. She does a lot of social media. She does a lot of video, a lot of this, a lot of that. And she posted something recently that was like, the new trend is that people want big video reels anymore. They don't want big masterpieces, major production of reels. They just want like authentic and real. And I was like, bitch, I've been doing that shit the whole time. Like,
Right.
great. I won't go overproduce my reels anymore. Like they just, but I think that is to the point of what we were talking about, like this analog thing coming back. Like we've gone too far. Like we've shot too far in the like AI overproduced everything, and people are just like they're
Mhm.
not here for it. But people like you and I have been doing the real shit
Right.
for the whole
Yeah.
time, like so that's not a trend. That's just a good lesson to learn that like if you just are yourself and you just are honestly, authentically who you are, that will always
It
be in
will.
style.
Yep. Be yourself. That's classic. All right. Well, Inspire Her Collective
Mhm.
podcasting community, we're so grateful for you, and keep listening and keep sharing with your friends and tell your herd to be part of our herd, and we'll just herd
Mhm.
together.
So
So
you
you
feel
feel
heard.
heard. All right. Calling us to go
Yeah.
parent. We'll talk to you guys
Okay.
later.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
That's a wrap. Thank you for joining us on this journey of laughter, life, and growth. Please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you found value in today's conversation, we'd be thrilled if you would leave us a review on your favorite platform. Your feedback means the world to us.
And don't forget to share this podcast with your friends, family, and anyone who could use a good laugh and some practical insight into navigating the challenges and triumphs of our minds, body, soul, and business. And remember, you're not alone on this path to success. We're right here with you every step of the way.
Remember, we're doing this right.
Right?